Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, collective. Welcome to Ignite Your Soul, Merging Two Worlds. I I got up early, had my coffee. I did my meditation, everything that I do to align with the day naturally, effortlessly, and easily. And I fell back asleep. So I woke up and had this dream that I lost my phone. I don't know if some of you maybe lost your phone, but this is so funny. Um, I'm just gonna have fun with this. So I'm supposed to bring to you, and this could be metaphorically speaking or symbolic. All right, the dream can be symbolic, even though it was me searching for my phone. I remember where I last said it, and I went on this search. I was searching and searching, even though I already knew where it was. And the thing was, as I was searching, I was finding all different kinds of phones. I was finding broken phones, weird shaped phones, something about a phone. All right. But, anyways, somebody needed to hear that message, and I wanted to bring it. The symbolic meaning is, and I wrote this down, okay, searching for something that's already available, already aware of it, already inside you. Okay. So it wasn't actually something outside of you that you were searching, because I kept searching and I kept finding all these phones. I even stuck my hand in somebody's couch and my family was in this dream, right? And it was just symbolic. I got shit all over my fingers and in my nails, sticking my hand in the couch. It was just weird. But you might be searching, strategizing is the words that are coming. Indecisive. And I also wrote some things down. Okay. So I pulled out a few cards. Um, Men and women. Okay. This is, it's about your finances. So, okay. You see this? So they say man holding a coin and woman holding a coin. I mean, I'm going to give you the picture. You take what resonates, right? Um, and then what I'm feeling called to show you is all tied up in the world, upright position. Okay. So, upright position, all tied up, man, woman, holding a coin. This is about your finances. And what I'm hearing Spirit say is you're looking for, or you're strategizing, um, you're at a crossroads. There's also this financial constraints with an empty cupboard, right? You're sick of it. You're fed up. So you're looking, you're strategizing. And you knew where it was all along, the phone, symbolic, right? So I'm hearing, and I wrote these down too, nervous system, uh, inner spark or light belonging. So if you're all tied up in your finances, you're looking for so long you felt like you haven't belonged. Okay. You're looking for something to belong, like a passion, a purpose, a mission. And then we have the healer of the ages. All right. The spark, the light, the triad, the trinity. You might be 51, 43, 42, 29, 23, 21, all different ages. Okay. This could be about your children. Like, you're fed up. I have 813. I have 211. I have 711. All right. So, inner spark or light, belonging, insecurities, okay, emotions coming to the surface, masculine energy is really dominant, even though we see both. Okay, so take what resonates, leave the rest behind. No gender based. Because we're talking about energy here. So there's distractions I'm hearing, lessons being learned. I heard, I am your light. I am your light. Who's this? This is Jesus. I am your light. I am the way to your financial um, evolution. Okay, so some of you are just feeling all tied up and bound and stuck. And it's because that I'm hearing your perspective of the world. Okay, see how it's light and dark? Well, I see more light than darkness there. So for some of you, and the same for everyone, but for some of you, you're starting to see your own light in the world and what you can give back, right? It's about what you can give back. Um, it's about what you healed and how you were tied up in the first place, where you were indecisive about your path and your finances, right? So there's this person standing at a crossroads, knows they can take either path, okay? One might leave you in more financial constraint, all right? And that's why the other path is being shown to you because it's going to help you strategize your own happiness, okay? This could have something to do with not only your finances, but I'm really feeling masculine stepping in and feeling. They're feeling their way to their own happiness, their inner happiness. Whoops, wrong thing. But you might have kids as young as 8 and 4, 13, teenagers, 21, 23, whatever. However, you're at a crossroads. Some of you are at a crossroads. You're indecisive of what path to take. And I'm telling you right now, what I'm hearing is either path is going to bring the lesson you need to empower yourself. Okay, there's always a path to empowerment, and you're already coming from being all tied up. So there has been lessons already learned, and it's important to know that this in itself is the illusion. You're not actually tied up. The thing with the phone, it's already inside you. There's nothing more to seek out, is what I'm hearing for some of you. Some of you are gonna receive a partner, okay? Both financially stable and secure, and healers, okay? Healers, mentors, this could actually be a family member, okay? Or you're starting, for some of you, I'm starting to hear like you're putting the pieces together. You always knew something was there, but you couldn't figure it out. You couldn't put your finger on it. And you weren't supposed to yet. It was about the unfolding. Okay, it was unfolding. You needed the indecision to hermit and to go within and heal yourself, okay, and your own perspective of the world or perception of the world from the light to the dark perspective. You've always had this glow, okay, even though you felt tied up. You see how they're glowing and guided, okay, guided. by Jesus. Depicted in here. So I mean, put it where it fits. Whoever you know you're guided by, your universe, God, Jesus, Buddha, whatever it is, doesn't matter. Okay, but for a long time, and this is a collective reading, okay, and I can totally resonate because we don't need to seek it. We need to remember who we are, okay? What Jesus taught. Um, do I want to pull any more cards? Ooh, okay. This could be some of your family members too that are realizing, is what I'm hearing, realizing that um, why they've been feeling stuck or alone. Um, there's also a decision to be made about children, okay? Like a reunion feeling. I'm getting like this reunion. And what I want to say is you belong, okay? No matter what this looks like, I'm really feeling strong illusions and fears that even family could have strategized, right, to make you confused. I mean, so a lot of things are starting to come to the surface here, and you're unbinding, you're unbound, is what I'm hearing for some of you from this illusion that if you take this path, you're going to take it with clarity and confidence in how you healed your own financial constraints, how you're going to build a healing business, and you're not doing it alone. I'm also feeling the energy of the ascended masters. So, right? You might be seeing 333, 444. So your angels, your guides, your loved ones in spirit. Because in truth, there is a huge variety of support. This could be family, okay? You're indecisive in who to ask for support. Maybe you're taught not to ask for help, okay? Um, so just a lot is coming through with just that symbolic message because I seen the family and certain people, right? It might be a sister, um, your own child, right? Could be 21, 22, 23, 29. Um, so it's about you. It's always about you. And the children are our mirror. So if they are mirroring to you any kind of financial constraints or indecision, right, that they're tied up, they feel tied up in any way, this is um, the same thing that you experienced, okay? So they're going to reflect that's still there, that's still a feeling or an illusion of fear, which when you have Jesus and you have the ascended masters, you're bound to come into, I'm hearing, come into being more patient and learning on your own timing. Okay, I'm also hearing for some of you. Um, and for some of you, you don't have to wait anymore. You already have everything inside you. It's always been there. Um, it's just you need to come up with a strategy. Okay. Um, and this ain't for everybody. Um, your parents also carried this energy. Okay. They also had the perspective or perception of the world that kept them tied up in having financial constraints. So it has been passed down, is what I want to say. But there's this feeling of taking your power back, okay, and seeing now a new perspective of the world where it's showing there's more light than I thought. Okay, there's more light in me than I thought, or I ever believed. Excuse me. Um, and some of you, your intention is to liberate and free your family from the financial constraints too, because if they're still feeling stuck and all tied up, and they still are perceiving the world, you know, with insecurities and false illusions, right? That were passed down. These are learned behaviors. There's our habitual um, patterns and ways of thinking and believing. So you did the work. For some of you, you did the work, and now you have the strategy, and you created this happiness for yourself. For some of you, and you're all working on it. Okay, I get it. That's what's coming through. But there is going to be a powerful shift that's going to help you. And it might be this video, right? Unbind and unbound yourself from this illusion of lack or scarcity mindset, okay? Because it's not real. I mean, the experiences you experienced was real, but it's because the lack of knowledge or um, because the parents or whoever raised you actually experienced this as well, and they didn't find their way out. Maybe some of them are in spirit and they're guiding you. And this is very much true because I have so many, I love mediumship. That's why I love working with spirit, because you're not broken. Okay. There is always a new way. Because if you've tried 101 ways and they didn't work, try another way. You already have it inside you to create this healing business, to create freedom, time, right? To spend more time with your children, your grandchildren, your family. There is this false illusion that if you choose this path or you choose this path, which is a good place to be, I'm telling you right now, the anger, the anxiety, being complacent, but we don't want to do it too long, and we don't want to stay in that energy because it can be disempowering, and it can make things a lot worse than they already are. But for a person that feels tied up because of what's going on in the world today, I want you to know everything is perfect. Okay? Everything is perfect. It's changing for evolving as humans, all right? As mothers, as fathers, we're creating multiple streams of income, right? So just take the path and take it without fear. And yes, things will unfold, and you will learn lessons. Okay, and for some of you, this has been the challenge. Like, how do I get from where I am now to build this business? Right? Who can help me strategize? Do I ask a family member that's already doing it? Because I'm sure for some of you there is that already have um, tried this and it's working out for them and they're prosperous and abundant. Because they realize, they're like, I didn't have to seek anything, it was already inside me. I was the one that couldn't choose. I was the one that felt like I couldn't ask for help, because the resources, even in the world, might look tied up, but they're evolving. Okay, they're evolving, and they can't get any worse. Let's just say that they can only get better. But we have to go through like the stages and the process of the lessons of um, like anger, right? We're sitting in anger. Why are we angry? Why aren't we taking some kind of action to, I don't want to say better yourself, but there is a personal journey to develop um, your mindset, your emotions, okay, can be regulated. And that's where the regulated nervous system comes in, right? Yeah, so a lot of stuff. So if you're at a crossroads, you don't know which direction to take, Source wants me to remind you, let go of the fear, enjoy what's going to unfold either way. Even if it's just a lesson and nothing becomes of it, you're still going to learn something. And you're going to learn something to strategize on the next page of your life in whatever area it is. So if it's family, if your finances, um, you're confused, all right? You're being guided to build and create something that is going to be so powerful for the world. And because the world card here. And I want to just say again, you are the light of the world. Everything you need is already inside you. But this old way and perspective and perception of the world is the reason that we're in financial constraints. Is changing. And with the 8 here, there's infinite power and possibilities and opportunities for your own happiness. And I assure you, with Jesus here and the Ascended Masters, okay, this is an inside job. Your inner spark, your inner light. So the very thing that created a detour for you in different areas of your life is the key, is what you're going to put together. Some of you, it's a book, okay? I'm getting a book. I'm also hearing about the age thing or an age gap, or filling a gap. You're not behind. You're always on path. Even if you don't feel like you are or you don't think that you are, you are. You are perfect right now. Coming into your own realization, your epiphanies. Wow, this is like so powerful. The age don't matter, okay? I don't like my hair. I just woke up. But yeah. So You're right on target, is what I want to say. You're about to shine differently and in your own uniqueness, in your own way. Create a business. Um, it's going to bring so much prosperity and abundance because you're working with the Ascended Masters and there is no other way you will have it. It's not that you earned it, okay? It might feel like you had to work hard for it or earn it, but I assure you, you did walk, I want to say, through hell, okay? Um, you are the phoenix and you are about to rise above even your family. And you are meant to, okay? You were meant to bring them out of financial constraints. And it was a gift. Some of you, your gifts, abilities, your expertise, your talents are awakening creativity. So you're going to write something, you're going to strategize, you're going to create. You're realizing, like, okay, it's time. It's time. I had enough. So indecision, anger, anxiety, all that shit is good. It's good. And we all look at it as a bad thing. We use it to move forward instead of staying stuck. So those of you that are all tied up and you still see the very illusion, let it go. Go within. Be still. Silence your ego mind that wants to tell you there's no way possible that you could do that, or you could write that book, or you could create that business, because it's being created through your living, through your life. This is a lifelong journey, is what I'm hearing. Lifelong journey. You really had to experience it. Oh, mentors, coaches. That's for the expertise. You're going to share. You're gonna bring more light to the world with your gifts, abilities, talents, whatever. You're gonna heal families and children, and I mean, take what resonates. You know what's inside you. You don't have to seek anymore. You don't need any more mentors. Um, that was good. Even like me, I need a mentor, right? Just to remind me to how revolving and even online, like I cannot stand the technology part. It took me a minute, but my kids taught me a lot. So um, I do what I can, and how I do it is I just show up. But all the other stuff I need help with. So I learned to ask for help. Um, I learned to reach out even on the days, you know, um, there was fear of not being able to feed my kids, or, family would show up. I mean, this reading's going everywhere. Um, but healing is happening. And this is for a huge number of you that will watch this channel. The illusion is that you are stuck. The financial constraints are not real. Take the pause that you need. Take a step back. Appreciate the present moment. And then start your book. Start your journey to the next phase, the next level up, is what I'm hearing. You're leveling up. You are going to get there because you're working with the entire universe to get your back, right? So a lot of you are stepping into your, I want to say, new timeline, if you believe in um, timeline shifting. All right. It's a real deal. I experienced all this myself. And the lessons I would not change for anything. Um, there's no regret. So don't have any regret. If any of you do, this will heal as you take back your power and decide, like, I want to be happy. It's an inside job. I know there's someone that's already there, and I'll ask them, I'll get a mentor. I'll get someone that's already done this exact thing, and I will pay. All right, I will pay for myself to personally develop, if it's whatever area of your life. Um, Stability, security, finances, feeling safe in the body, safe in the world. This is all coming up right now. That's what I'm channeling. So soften. Jesus, the universe, God is saying soften and allow me to show you. Let this be what it is. It's not let me say that. It'll come back to me. Okay, so those of you that already healed this and are on your way to creating your online biz or your physical business, whatever it is, you're being guided. You're being shown that, and this for the masculine, the perspective and perception of the world is changing, it's shifting. They want more. They're actually claiming, I just heard that gave me goosebumps. They're claiming their seat of self-worth and self-value. Okay. Wow. That was powerful. So, yeah. So and I want to say this is what's coming through, is remember to not forget to embody the whole experience. Feel it. Be fully present in where you came from. You need to honor that. You need to celebrate, like, wow, I'm a survivor. I'm not a victim. These images, you came from feeling like a victim. And now you're realizing I was never the victim this whole time. Okay, so if it was your family that made you feel victimized, okay, and that happens, right? They left you by yourself. I'm hearing for some of you, they really left you by yourself. And they had the means to help and they chose not to. So this is where the universe said, you did not surrender. You did not give up. And you will be rewarded. Okay. Your business is going to be worldwide. All right. Going to be recognized. It's going to be seen for all that it is and has been and ever will be. It's going to keep becoming more and more. Okay. That's what I'm hearing. It's going to be so powerful. It's going to blow your mind. It's going to blow your mind. Like literally, you don't expect what the universe, God, Jesus, whatever it is to you, is in store for you. You yourself finding this. It's like, imagine a chair, and it's golden, and you get to sit in it. Right? They're showing me a crown, a man and a woman with a crown. So you have knowledge that you've turned into wisdom that you're going to share with the world. This is something you might be working on right now. This is something that's going next level. It's been an emotional and mental journey, okay? Even for the family. So you were given this gift, this belonging, right? That's why you didn't feel like you belonged anywhere. That's why you always hermited, right? You're always in hiding. I want to say, for some of you, you just hid. And you hid, and you had so much light. You were always ready. You never had to seek anything. It was about remembering your own purpose. And there's not one. There's not one purpose. It's just getting paid to exist and use exactly what the universe has given. There's also about a vision here. So visionaries, starseeds, light workers, empaths. Okay, this was necessary to strategize and build whatever you're going to build, whatever book you're going to write, and the world's going to love it. Okay, you're going to be so surprised at how many things develop when you let go of worry and fear. And it's not about overworking anymore. Okay, it's about having time and freedom with your family, with your loved ones. You are very loved, is what I want to say. Some of you are seeing the whole universe show up differently because you shifted. It's a mindset, your emotions. Okay. It was also energetically attachment. So we're starting to take the mask off of looking at things the old way. So habits, patterns, and habits are thoughts. Like, we're in constant fear of the next whatever, right? The next paycheck, the next job, the next whatever it is to you. So if you're in this place of indecision, you're right where you need to be. Some of you are walking away. Okay. You're walking away and you want to take a look back, but don't look back. Do not look back. This is your time. This is your glow up. You're going to surprise yourself. That's what I'm hearing. You're going to surprise yourself. All the lessons that you learned, they weren't really distractions. You, your higher self, God, universe, put these there for you to liberate not only your financial constraints or perceptions, right? Beliefs, whatever it is, it was necessary. There was definitely distractions, okay? You know a distraction. Like when you just start to write that book or finish that project, some shit shows up. All right. Them are distractions to throw you off your path, and they could have been family members, right? So there it is. Wonderful. Okay. Moving else. Look no further. You have finally returned home. You know what you want to do. You know what you're going to do. You know what you got to do. Okay. Well, get to do. I don't like that gotta. That's an obligation. But you know what you get to do. So that's the end of this video. Bye for now. I love you guys.